Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing right away, it's May. A short run there to Otten. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
Throwing now is May. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's another Washington.
To throw is May. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the 1st down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, it's May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Commanders. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The PAT up and good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First carry for David Montgomery. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On third down, Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's May to throw it on first down. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on second down, May. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
First down.
Crazy.
First down and goal to go.
Here's May again. That's taken in by Brown. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
May to throw again. Moving outside the pocket, and he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Commander. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll throw on first down with Penix. Open man downfield, it is Hopkins. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Penix. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a first down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back. and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
They'll go play action now with Penix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. Give up the middle to Smith, and they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. He's got a man. It's McClure. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Rashard Smith, touchdown Seahawks. That his second TD catch of the season. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 14-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Crazy. Throwing on first and 10 is May. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up second down. On the draw, here's Jones. He'll get this ahead for about 3. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
It's third and 7.
Here's third and 7.
Crazy. Yes, sir. 5.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he is very close close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Camara. And it's going to be a Commander's first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw now. May. That's caught left side by Otten. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. May going to look to throw. A short one there to Otten. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. On first down, they'll stay with Camara on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Mark down at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Throwing is May. He's got it at the 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run, and that is Jarquez Hunter. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's taken in, and it's Jarquez Hunter. And they'll pick up the first down. A gain of about 4. From the gun, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. Plant, it's Penix. On the run to the right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On first down, it's Penix. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 7. Throwing is Penix. To the outside, into the hands of McClure. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. This is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep the score right where it is.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Commander's first down.
First and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run on first down with Camaro. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Commander. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
And a lefty Penix on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, Penix. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
It's 4th down.
4th down, and here's Penix. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
To throw on 1st down is May. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third down, 3 to go. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Tershawn Wharton, he's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They're going. It's May. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
12 yards. It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. Out wide, it's McLaurin. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards.
3rd and a long way to go. From the gun, here is Penix. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sanchez in formation.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll try and throw it with Penix. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Short pass caught by Oliver. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 2nd down, it's May. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A give up the middle with Camara. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they get it at their own field.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And an important gain there as they move out past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. for McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be third down. Throwing again, it's Penix. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. Here's 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. Again, it's Penix. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the 1st down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Now a 3rd and 2. And Penix. He'll find his tight end. It's Strange. And he will score. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here goes that. Crazy.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. A short one there to Otten. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
May to throw on 2nd down. Forced to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here goes that.
Working out of the gun, it's May. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And he will go all the way. Velus Jones. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point is good, and the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. Horn now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
first down, it's Penix. Open man, his tight end Strange. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And the lefty Penix on first down. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. And he's in! Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Five.
On first and 10, here's May. He'll go right and find his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Throwing on second down, May. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's caught! And he will score! A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Commander. The extra point now for Portegales. He's got it. The Commanders tack on one more to their lead.
This makes the score. Commanders 38. Seahawks 20.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. Horn now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Man in motion here is Jennings. They motion a receiver right. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Open right side. That's Strange, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
Brings up third and 2.
They'll throw. It's Penix. They'll look to set up the screen here. Whoa. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They put Strange in motion. Tight end going in motion here. And it's going to throw again. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Brenton Strange was his intended target. And third down coming up. To throw again, it's Penix. Open man, right side, he's got it. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
From the gun, it's Penix. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Borregales now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders are able to extend the lead.
The score, Commanders 45, Seahawks 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Penix. There's a short one. He's got screen. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 13.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an